What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video we're going to go over Lucid Motors, which is an electric vehicle company. And if you guys are fans of NIO, which most of you guys seem like you are fans and most of you are invested in NIO, then you're probably going to enjoy Lucid Motors and what they have to offer in terms of electric vehicles. But before we actually get into the video, for those of you who are new, my name is Evan and I make videos showing you guys different ways of making money in the stock market. So if that interests you guys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind going down and hitting the like button, I would really appreciate it, and it lets me know that you guys enjoy these video updates every day. So again, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I would really appreciate it. But for the stock price of Lucid right now, we're actually taking a look at Churchill Capital. And for those of you who are unaware, this is actually a SPAC, or a blank check company, and they basically raise money to bring a company public. Because as of right now, Lucid Motors is a private company, and there's a lot of rumors around Churchill Capital, and they have the ticker symbol CCIV. And all these rumors are pointing to the fact that Churchill Capital is going to merge with Lucid Motors at some point in the future. And there's really no confirmed date yet, but there's a lot of people anticipating that Churchill Capital is the company that could bring Lucid Motors public. But for their share price, they're actually down almost 5% today. And on the 1 week, this is where they've been moving pretty substantially, and they're up almost 50%. They're actually up 44% on the 1 week chart. And you can see it's been a consistent upwards trend. And this does have to do with a lot of hype from GameStop and AMC, because those stocks were really propped up from people on Reddit. And now people are trying to jump into another stock. But the difference between Churchill Capital and GameStop is that Churchill Capital is most likely going to merge with Lucid Motors, and Lucid Motors is already an electric vehicle company, and we're going to go over some of their vehicles that they're going to be producing. But like I've mentioned before, the electric vehicle sector has a lot of potential growth in the future, and it's not like the stock is being run up 1,000% in 1 week. Now sure, a 40% gain is something to look at and maybe keep your eyes open about, but I think this is also in combination with a lot of people just finally hearing about Lucid Motors and hearing about CCIV, because it wasn't until the last few weeks that a lot of people started hearing about Lucid Motors and Churchill Capital. Now for those who are maybe new to Lucid Motors and have never heard of this company before, they're actually an American automotive company, and they specialize in electric vehicles. So unlike NIO, XPeng, or Li Auto, they're actually an American made company, and that does kind of set them apart from these other companies, because a big majority of these electric companies are over in China. Now whether you like to invest in Chinese companies, that's up to you, but I know a lot of people would prefer to invest in an American electric vehicle company, especially if they had the choice. And so this does give a lot more people the choice to invest in an American made company. And they were actually founded in 2007, and they're based in Newark, California. And as of 2020, their first car, the Lucid Air, is currently in development. And for those of you who are worried that they're not producing vehicles yet, they're going to be producing vehicles very soon. And their Air Grand Touring Edition and their Air Dream Edition are actually going to arrive in the second quarter of 2021. So hopefully that's within the next few months that they're going to be releasing some vehicles. And then the Air Touring is going to arrive in fourth quarter of 2021. And then the normal Air is going to release in 2022. So Lucid Motors is definitely one of the newer people on the block in terms of electric vehicle companies. But they also have a lot to bring to the market, and they're probably going to give Tesla a good run for their money. Now they are set at a pretty hefty price, just below $80,000. But much like NIO, they're in that luxury electric vehicle space. And even at that price point, they're supposed to give Tesla a good run for their money. But I want to give you guys some reasons as to maybe why you'd want to invest in Lucid Motors over other electric vehicle companies, or just invest in them on top of what you've already been investing in. So first, they have a pretty clear focus on maximizing efficiency, and Lucid Motors has also developed the most efficient production electric vehicle, and they're going to use this platform for their vehicles to come. Now, even though they have yet to release a vehicle, they've already completed their first stage construction on their manufacturing plant, and this is going to enable full-scale production of their first vehicle, which is the Air. So this basically means they're going to hit the ground running, and they're really going to ramp up production from the start. They're not going to have to start slow and build up production, because they're already going to have these manufacturing plants. And I believe right now they already have a manufacturing plant in Arizona. And I believe they're also trying to get one in Saudi Arabia. But much like these older electric vehicle companies and these AI-based systems, Lucid Motors' development of an advanced driver assist system seems pretty promising, and they're also under the leadership of a very well-established professional in their field. And another thing that kind of sets Lucid Motors apart from all these other companies is that they are kind of a breath of fresh air, and they're not super overvalued, mainly because Lucid isn't really producing vehicles yet. But a lot of these other companies like Tesla and NIO, they're trading way above what they're worth. At least that's what a lot of people would agree on, that they're all overvalued. But Lucid has a very strong upside, and they also have a very unique take on the electric vehicle design. And despite not yet having a vehicle in production, Lucid has still been able to secure a deal from Formula E to supply the racing series with their battery packs. And as the only electric FIA-sanctioned world championship, the sport is currently the pinnacle of outright electric performance, and this deal is expected to last through 2022, at which point Lucid is going to have hoped to have production up and running. Now, like I mentioned, they're probably going to release some vehicles in 2021, and if not by the end of the year, 2022 is probably the latest that they're going to be putting vehicles out to the public. But they did unveil the Air in 2020, and this is the first vehicle that Lucid aims to bring to production. It's likely going to begin production in the spring of this year of 2021. And the facility that is set to house the production of the Lucid Air has completed construction, and this is allowing the initial production goal to remain pretty intact. Not only that, but the facility is also designed to undergo a set of expansions that are going to support future projects. So Lucid is going to be able to expand more in the future, but as of right now, they just want to get some vehicles on the road and get some customers, because you can't have a car company if you're not producing vehicles. So the goal right now is just to produce vehicles and then expand more in the future as time and money allows. But one thing that's going to catch a lot of people's eye is the efficiency of the Lucid Motor vehicles. When it comes to making electric vehicles, that's good news for consumers and investors alike, but range anxiety is one of those continued massive roadblocks that prevents a lot of people from adopting electric vehicles. And as consumers fear a limited range is going to be insufficient to carry them through their daily tasks, this is kind of where Lucid Motors is stepping in, and they're improving efficiency and range. And Lucid Motors actually boasts a 14% energy efficiency over Tesla. Now, traditionally, Tesla has been one of the top, if not the leader, in terms of range and efficiency. But for Lucid Motors to come in here and take that top spot in terms of efficiency for their batteries, well, that's definitely giving Tesla a run for their money. And I think this is one of those things, like I said, is going to catch a lot of people's eyes. And with batteries being the single most expensive component of an electric vehicle, reducing their size without compromising range is a constant goal of all electric vehicle manufacturers. And it seems like Lucid Motors is hitting that nail right on the head, and they're diving right into efficiency and trying to set the standard for range and efficiency. And they also have a large weight reduction when you compare them to other electric vehicles, and this also helps them marginally improve their efficiency as well. And here I'm going to throw up a graphic so you guys can see just how efficient Lucid is. They're actually ranked number 1 as of right now, and they get 4.6 miles per kilowatt hour. So if you compare that to the Tesla Model S, which is only 4.1, which is still pretty efficient, it just shows you how far ahead Lucid actually is and how much they've been working on their technologies to get ahead and set the standard for efficiency. And the EPA estimated range of the Lucid Air is going to be about 517 miles. And as of not too long ago, this was the record in terms of the longest range. Now, we know NIO unveiled the ET7, which is going to have a 1,000 kilometer range, or about 620 miles. But I imagine the ET7 is going to weigh a lot more and cost a lot more than the Lucid Air. And Tesla also recently released a new version of their Model S, and it's going to include a variant that's capable of up to 520 miles. And the race isn't really over yet, because Lucid believes that they're still going to be able to up their range for their production vehicle to 553.5 miles. And this would equate to an efficiency of 4.9 miles per kilowatt hour. And that's a 19.5% increase of efficiency over Tesla. So again, you can see how they're really challenging Tesla, who is the top auto manufacturer in the world. And they're really giving Tesla a run for their money. And the thing that I really like about Lucid is that they're an American-made company, much like Tesla. Now, while they're going to expand around the world, The reason this is a good thing to me at least is that you don't have to worry about them being delisted or about the potential of them lying about their numbers. Because sure, there are American companies that do that or have in the past, but we know what happened with Luckin Coffee, and we know the constant threat of Chinese stocks potentially being delisted in the future. Now, I'm not saying not to invest in Chinese stocks, but you definitely want to do your own research and make sure that the Chinese companies that you're investing in, like NIO for example, you want to make sure that they're a company you can rely on and that they won't be delisted in the future. So when you're investing in Lucid Motors, all that worry is set aside and you don't really have to worry about them being delisted. Now sure, they could go bankrupt or a million other things, but at least in my opinion, as a US investor, I prefer to invest in American companies if I have the choice. Now again, I'm not saying not to invest in NIO or other Chinese stocks, and this is all just my opinion, but I prefer American stocks over foreign companies. Now for those of you who made it this far into the video, I want to hear what you guys think of Lucid Motors down in the comments, and whether you're currently investing in Churchill Capital, or if maybe you're waiting until Lucid Motors goes public. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments and whether this is a company you would like to be invested in at some point. Also, if you guys haven't signed up for Webull, make sure you guys sign up using the link in the description. And when you sign up and deposit $100, you'll get 2 free stocks now. And if you guys want to join the Discord using the link in the description or the top pinned comment down in the comment section, feel free to join if you guys want to ask questions or learn more about investing, or if you guys just want to talk with like-minded people. So I encourage you guys to join, especially if you're new to investing and you want to learn more. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like because it really does help out the channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye.